In this video, I'm tackling a question from the theory test app, which is about turning right. I'm going to be breaking it down, giving you the full explanation with visual clue. So by the time this video is finished, you're going to have the full understanding of the question and the full understanding of the answer. As I always say, if you understand the question and you understand the answers, you're going to pass your theory test. So the first question is, you're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do before emerging? They have a similar question, which I'm going to tackle as one. The second part to that question is, you're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do if the central reservation is too narrow to contain your vehicle? So one is turning right, what should you do? And the other one is the central reservation is too narrow. So I'm going to jump onto my iPad, give you the visual clue. So let's tackle the first one. You're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do? So with this, you're turning right. So obviously you're the red car. What should you do? The first thing you should do is check to make sure your central reservation is wide enough for you to fit. If it is wide enough for you to fit, you're going to break it down into two simple parts. And this is for you guys taking driving lessons, to be honest. So the first thing you do, once you check that you can fit, answers yes you can, look to your right, ask yourself, is it safe to go? If the answer is yes, then you're now going to go to the central reservation and wait. And then you're going to check to the left, ask the same question, is it safe to go? And if the answer is yes, away you go. So that's the answer to the first question. The other one was, if the central reservation is too narrow for you to fit, what should you do? So if it's narrow, what you're now going to do is treat as two parts. Sorry, it's one part. So what you're going to do is stop. You can't fit. So in this situation, you're going to go, is it safe to go? Yes. Then you need to ask the same question, safe to go? Yes. And then you're going to go in one motion. There is no waiting in the middle, because if you was waiting in the middle, you're going to be overhanging. If any cars are coming down, it's going to be dangerous. And that's the reason the answer is what it is. So hopefully you got a better, clearer view and understanding of that particular question. So the next question is, you're turning right from a main road into a side road. There's no oncoming traffic. What should you do if pedestrians are waiting to cross? Now this is related to a right turn. They normally show it to you on the real test, the theory test, as a left turn, but it makes no difference whether it's right or left. It's the same answer. You should be waiting and give way. So again, I'm going to show you visually. So you're looking to turn right and you can see the pedestrians looking to cross the road. What you should be doing is waiting. Wait for them to fully cross. This also relates to the new highway code rules. If it's safe to stop to let pedestrians cross, then you should be doing that. And then away you go to make progress, which is pretty much straightforward and simple. Remember, you're always choosing the safe option. So if it's safe to stop to let them cross, let them cross. The next question is, you're turning right at a crossroads and an oncoming driver is also turning right. What's the advantage of turning behind the oncoming vehicle? So again, I'm going to show you visually. So there's your crossroads. What's the advantage of turning behind the car? This is also called offside to offside. The advantage is you can see the main road clearly. There's nothing obstructing your view. And obviously, once you know it's safe, you can make your decision to go and make progress. I'm going to give you another question. I like to give hints and tips. The other question they can ask you, you're turning near side to near side. This one is, what's the disadvantage of doing near side to near side? So the advantage of offside to offside, you can see clearly. The disadvantage is you cannot see the main road because the red car's blocking your view. So that's the answer to that question. So if you are going to turn right, for those of you taking driving lessons, and it's possible, always do offside to offside because you're going to have a better view. So hopefully that makes sense with that question. And this last question I'm going to throw in, I wasn't going to pull it in because it's really straightforward and common sense, to be honest. The question is, why should you check for motorcyclists just before turning right into a side road? And the reason for that, you don't want to be knocking anyone over. As much as you do mirror signal and then your indicator, there's no harm in giving a little check in your wing mirror just before turning right, because remember, bikes can pass you both sides. So you're talking about the courier guys, the pizza delivery guys, they're always in a rush. So to be safe than sorry, just double check your mirror before turning right. So hopefully you got some benefit from that. I'm going to be doing a little series where I'm tackling one question, just take one question out and just tackle the answers and giving you visual clues with it. As I always say, if you understand the question and understand the answers, you have a better chance of passing your theory test. And not everybody's a words person. I'm not, I'm a visual person. Show me something, I fully understand it. Read it to me, I struggle a little bit with that. So hopefully I'll give you visual clues in future videos to come. Hopefully you got some benefit from that. If you did, like, comment below, let me know if you got a particular question you want me to tackle visually, and I will do that for you. Otherwise, YouTube's going to show you a video here, I'm going to show you a video here. Go off and watch which video is relevant to you, and I will catch you in that video.